we fought. It was rough there for us in the first half with our inability to make a shot. I thought it affected our defense. We didn't defend as well, but man, they're really good offensively, and they made some tough shots, some contested shots, some deep threes. It was that way to start the second half, but then we, right around the 12-minute mark, we started fighting. We were able to put together some stops, and we talked about at the under 8-minute timeout, we wanted to be below 10 or below, and then at the under 4 timeout, we wanted to be somewhere around 8, 6 or something like that. So we did all of that, put ourselves in a position, just came up a little bit short against a really good team.
Jeff, from your vantage point, did it look like Jalen drew contact there?
All of you guys know I'm not allowed to comment on that. So whatever you saw, you can comment on it.
On the note,
I don't want to get fined.
Fair enough. On the note of Jalen, what can you say about him in the second half today?
I thought he was terrific. He didn't shoot the ball like he's been shooting it early. I thought his teammates were terrific with him as well. He had a wide open 3 in the corner opposite our bench in the second half, and he shot an air ball. And he put his head down. And right away, they got on him about that. And I thought that helped him get out of it. And he was able to make some big plays down the stretch. We wanted the ball in his hand at the end just to make a play, whatever play was there. And he tried it. Unfortunately, it was a little bit short.
What does it say about him that, you would have thought that probably would have been Blake's shot, but you said you wanted the ball in his hand. What does it say about where he's come?
Well, I think in that situation you have to have the ball in a guard's hand. Blake was involved in the play. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't, Blake's not a guard for us. So a guard has to be the guy to make a decision in that situation. They switched the ball screen. He saw a matchup. Blake was obviously an option in that play. But again, a guard has to have the ball in that situation to initiate what we're trying to get into.
Your thoughts on North Chatham here tonight?
He's terrific. I thought he was a terrific player last year. His physicality, his energy. He's made a couple of threes. I think 4 in the last 2 games. I think he made 2 tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. Made 2 against Notre Dame. When he does that you got to get out a little bit, and he's able to drive it. He's a man on the boards. He's a really, really good player. One of the better players in our league.
It's not the result you guys wanted, but is it still fair to deem this a pretty successful road trip?
Like I mentioned before when I started, I'm really proud of our team. We could have folded, and we didn't. We fought, and we put ourselves in a position with 10 seconds left. It's a 1-possession game, and where we have the ball. And so I like that part of it. I like the fact that we fought. I like the fact that we stayed together. Again, on the road against a really good team, a Final Four team from last year, 3 starters back, 4 guys that played a lot on that team. We put ourselves in a position to have a chance to win. We just came up short. What
can you say about Blake's resilience after missing a lot of shots in the first half?
Well, we missed a lot of shots. Yeah. It wasn't just him, and we were wide open. We had really good looks. I think it shows a lot about Blake's resilience and our team's resilience to continue to fight and to be able to find something, to get ourselves going again. Like I said, it would have been really easy for us just to kind of put our head between our tails and to just give it up. But this team, this whole road trip, has showed an unbelievable amount of fight, and it's something we have to hang on to as we go forward.
Jeff, Michelle Kaufman from the Miami Herald. The final free throws there from Keyshawn George, a freshman. Can you just talk about that, how critical he was as a freshman?
Well, he's a really talented freshman. He's not just an ordinary freshman. He's very, very talented. Some of the shots that he made, obviously the free throws, we know he's a really good free throw shooter. And in that situation, it's 1.8 seconds. You don't feel the pressure that you do if it was like 4 seconds or something like that. But it shows just how good and mentally tough he is to step up and make them. But he made plays throughout, man. Some deep threes. He handles the basketball. He actually is a better defender than you'd think a freshman would be, especially a freshman that's new to this country and new to basketball here. I've been really impressed with him on tape, and probably even more impressed with him seeing him in person.
Not related to the game, but do you have any more information on Jorge's injury?
No.
Jeff, how frustrating is it that when your team has the size advantage, but you guys were out rebounded by a smaller team?
Yeah, well, you know, again, the past 2 games that we've won, we had won the rebounding battle. That was something we wanted to have a point of emphasis for today, and we didn't do it, and we gave up some key ones down the stretch. You know, Omir got one where he tipped it in, Fetty went for a block and missed it on little guard Pat's drive, and that was a big play. They're good, man, and Omir is really good on the boards. We missed a lot of shots too, so we didn't get a chance to, you know, get in there, but it is frustrating because that's something we've tried to emphasize.
All right, thank you, yes.
Thank you.
Players will be available outside the locker room.